Purv Singh from DTU, and I'm from mechanical branch, and I'm placed at Maruti Suzuki, Gurgaon manufacturing facility. First of all, I would like to thank Placement Board for letting me share this interview with you guys. And moreover, it's an opportunity for you guys to see different companies and decide for yourself that which company suits you the best. Well, Maruti Suzuki, as we all know, it is the largest automobile manufacturer of India, and it has got its major sales from the small segment cars. And there were four profiles that we were being offered. First one was R&D, second one was quality management, third one was supply chain management, and fourth was the business analyst. And I have opted for the R&D, which was an engineering cluster. There were 3 rounds at Maruti Suzuki selection procedure. First one was the online test. It was conducted all across India. It was the same test for everyone and on the same day as well. The second round was that we have to write an SOP and we have to submit it online on their website. We were given us a word limit of 200 words, and we have to choose the engineering cluster that we are choosing as well. And then in the third round, they invited us to their manufacturing facility, and there were 3 procedures at that round. First one was a presentation, second one was technical round, and the third one was HR round. Well, first of all, there was an online-based test. It was conducted in our campus only, and it had 3 rounds. First one was technical, then aptitude plus English, and then the psychometry test. In the technical test, there were majorly questions were related to automobiles and also the strength of materials. So they had focused on automobile mechanics, IC engines, and strength of material, welding, and stuff. It was around 50 questions, and we got around 1 hour for the technical section. And then there was an aptitude and English based test. It was for half an hour, and there were 20 questions. So if you are doing any coaching for MBA or something, then it would be a piece of cake for you. It was fairly easy. And then there was psychometry test. In the psychometry test, there were like the situational based test. They just wanted to know that how would you react to particular situations if you get to face that in a real life job experience. The result for the written test was announced after around 40 days, and the total number of students who appeared for the test were 160, which were combined of mechanical and electrical, and out of them only 70 were shortlisted. And and then we appeared for the second round. The second round was we have to submit the SOP on their website only. So the major purpose of the SOP was to tell them that which engineering cluster that we are choosing and how well are we going to provide justice for them if we choose that cluster. And also where do we see ourselves in 5 or 10 years in that company or maybe somewhere else. So they wanted to know that what's our future plans. Well, I forgot to mention SOP is a statement of purpose. And then they invited us to their manufacturing facility at Gurgaon. Over there, they first conducted the PPT, which is pre-placement talk, and they mentioned about the company's background, their future goals and plans, about the targets, and they also mentioned about the CTC and the salary division of theirs. So, that was the most important part for me, at least. Then the next procedure for that round was the presentation round. The basic template for the presentation has already been provided to us. It has got the slides like why Maruti, which engineering cluster are you going to choose, and what are your major projects in the college life. So we just had to add in the details in the presentation, and then we have to give them in front of a panel of 2 judges who were the same for our interview as well. And the next procedure was the technical interview round. In that round, they first of all asked me about my favorite subjects, and then I told them about the IC engines and automobile mechanics, considering that it was an automobile company, so I thought that it would be more focusing on my automobile interest. And then they asked me about those subjects. For the IC part, the IC engine part, they asked me that what would happen if we put a diesel in the petrol engine, and what would happen if we put petrol in diesel engine. So it's a basic question, you'd probably know about the answers. If even if you don't, you can log on to the placement board website and you'll find all these answers over there. And then they asked me about what project that I was working on. So I was working on a super mileage vehicle project. It was a car team at DTU. So they asked me that how I increase the mileage for that car, because the main focus of the Maruti is to increase the mileage. So they were interested in this part. And then they asked me a few more basic mechanical questions which were not related to automobile as well. And then yeah, that's about all for the technical interview. And then there was an HR round. In that round, first they asked me about my future MS or MBA plans. Then I was fairly clear about that I have no such plan. I want to get a hands-on experience at the manufacturing facility in an automobile company, but they still tried their best to convince me that I should go for any MS plan or something like that. But I was firm on my decision. But basically they were checking that only. And then they asked me if I have got any questions about the job. And then I asked them really interesting questions, which had kept them talking for at least 5 minutes or so. And yeah, I think that was the point after which I was fairly confident that my interview went well. And to know that question, you can comment below, and someone from placement board would definitely help you with that. Just a few suggestions. If you are targeting for an automobile company, then it's preferable that you join any projects related to automobiles and stuff. And you definitely have to be true to yourself, because if they believe that you are the perfect match for the job, you'll definitely be through. And then they always ask you about if you have any questions in the end of the interview. So I really encourage you to ask any questions, because that does make a difference to your selection procedure. These placement board guys are doing really hard work, so I strongly encourage you to like this video, and in fact I strongly recommend you to subscribe below. And I won't go anywhere until you subscribe this channel. You can take whatever time you want, but I won't go anywhere until you subscribe now. I'm waiting, I'm watching you. Please subscribe now. I don't have all day. You have to subscribe now.